When I was a kid, we used to play with a product that we used to call plasticine. And I think now, at least here in North America, it's been more or less replaced by Play-Doh. I can actually remember my wife making Play-Doh for the kids out of flour and I don't know what else she used, salt I think, and a vegetable oil, and anyway, it doesn't matter. She used to make her own homemade Play-Doh. And it used to last pretty good, as long as you remembered to keep it covered up when you're through playing with it. So I was thinking about this yesterday when I was making these things. And by the way, I've concluded I just wasted 6 feet of wire in about an hour, because I'm not going to be using these now. But the idea is, if you had a little piece of plasticine, you'd stick it in the bottom here so that it doesn't ooze up over the edges, and then you take something like this, and I got this idea watching somebody on YouTube, by the way. It's not my own idea. Anyway, you'd stick it on there, and then you'd be able to turn this thing whatever way you needed to work on it with a little paintbrush or whatever. Well, I was thinking about that yesterday when I was doing this, but of course don't have plasticine. Don't even have Play-Doh. I didn't want to go out and buy any. And besides, it probably would not have worked on these tiny little things. They're just too small. However, I don't know why I never thought of tape. I don't know why I never thought of it. Now, I know that over the years people have been suggesting, using double-sided masking tape. Well, I do have some single-sided here, and Tony was mentioning what he does is he just folds it over and, and then I imagine, now this is actually the first time I've tried this, so I'm going to actually be doing that today. And then I guess you would stick it on there, and the idea is you should be able to, why wouldn't this work? Okay. I think something like that will work just fine. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to rig something up, some sort of a turntable device, and have the tape mounted on it, and stick these on and maybe some other pieces as well, and see if we can't just spray those. In the meantime, I've wasted 6 feet of wire here. But it was from the dollar store, so I think the wire I got here, I think it's about 100 feet at least. And, so I wasted $1. Oh, sorry, $1.25 for 150 feet. Yeah. Now, how can they make that for $1.25? Now I made 2 of these, and all we have here is a piece of scrap plywood, literally out of the scrap bin, and it's got a screw going almost, or rather just a little bit further than all the way through, so that when I set it down it can be easily turned. I think that should work okay. And all being well here, the pieces won't fall off. And what I'm wondering about is that possibly that this could start flapping because of the wind. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. We're going to find out pretty quick here. Spray this direction, turn it 90 degrees, spray this direction, another 90 degrees, go this direction, and then the final 90 degrees. Just have to be super careful not to put too much on, because it's going to plug up these little, grate things. It'll lose the detail. Or maybe I should say, I'll lose the detail. think we did pretty good. Let that dry and have a close look. As near as I can tell without taking a real close look with the macro lens anyway, it looks like I probably did pretty good here as far as not plugging up those little tiny grates. And yeah, the other pieces though, I'm gonna have to do a little touching up here and there, I'm afraid. Yeah, where I was holding on to it, especially with the clip. Yeah, well, that's to be expected. But that's gonna be tomorrow. We'll take a close look tomorrow. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.